everyone, my name is Xiaobing Lin. I'm one of the international student advisors. Today, I'm going to walk you through on how to apply for temporary resident visa, TRV. So I will start from searching IRCC because your application will need to be done from IRCC website online. So Immigration, Refugee, Citizenship Canada, the first one, you click it, and then it will lead you to the official website of IRCC. And if you scroll down to most requested, you will see sign in or create an account to apply online. Now you have two options to create your account from IRCC website. So the first one is through ZC Key. Basically, you need to create your username and password. And the second option is just through the sign-in partner. It will be with your Canadian banking account. So today, I'm going to show you how to sign in and submit your application through the GC Key account. Okay, so if it's your first time to create your account, then you need to click sign up here, and then you will see accept terms and conditions of use, and then create your username, password, and answer the questions and questions and answers part. So please make sure you screenshot and note down every details of this information, because all of them will be asked once you try to sign in. Okay, so I have already created my account, so I will start from signing in today. Syntax 20 is the account we are going to use for today's application, and then you need to put in your password, and then you click sign in. So continue. And then terms and conditions, I accept. Where do I live? So this is one of the questions that I created when I create the account. Okay, so click continue. Okay, so you can see that I have already begun my application, and you will see continue application. So I will delete one of the previous application just to show you how we can start from scratch. Okay, so after you sign in your account, you will see like this. Okay, so you can see view the applications you submitted. If you have had submissions before, and you will see the details here, and then continue an application you haven't submitted, as you saw just now. And then once you begin an application, and later on when you try to log in and then continue your application, you will see continue application, and you need to click continue application to continue it. So today we are going to start from the beginning. So start an application, and then you click apply to come to Canada. And then you scroll down, you can see visitor visa, study and or work permit. So you need to click here, visitor visa, study, work permit. And then you begin your application from answering the eligibility questions. So the first one, what would you like to do in Canada? Today's application is based on your study permit. So you are a student in Canada and you have a valid study permit. You need to choose study as the answer to this one. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? For our students, it's usually temporarily more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one on your passport, which means the citizenship that you belong to of the passport that you are holding. So you can see many countries here. We can randomly choose, like say today, just to choose China, for example. And then what is your current country of residence? So for this one, we will choose Canada because you have a valid study permit and you stay in Canada studying now, and this application is based on your situation that you are in Canada and you have a valid study permit. And do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or PR? So if you are not sure, like for example, some students will ask, I have like an auntie and uncle here in Canada. Do they also belong to a family member definition here? If you're not sure, you can click family member here and you will see the definition. In IRCC, the family member here only refers to a spouse, common law partner, dependent children, and their independent children. So this one usually is no for most of our students. So I will say no here. And then your date of birth. So I will just randomly maybe click date of birth, 2001, January 1st. Okay, so just randomly choose one for this application. Okay, for your application, you really need to put in your date of birth. Okay. So are you a lawfully permanent resident of the United States with valid US citizenship and immigration services number? I will say no to this question. And what is your current immigration status in Canada? Again, today's application is based on your study permit as a student in Canada. So your status in Canada is a student. What is your marital status? You choose whatever situation applies to you. If you're married, you choose married, right? So today I'm going to choose never married and single. What is your province of destination? As a U of A student, Alberta is your destination. So choose Alberta as the answer. Okay, next. Now you can see you have two results here. Study permit in Canada, this application is for your study permit extension application. So for the TRV application, you need to choose this one, temporary resident visa. When you do TRV application, which usually means you have already got your new study permit and you have finished your application for study permit extension, right? And so today you need to choose temporary resident visa. So click here. And then click continue. Find out if which of the following best describes your situation. So usually on your study permit, you can see it says for post-secondary education, then you can choose this one, level of education, or you can choose I have a study permit. And have you had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized panel physician within the last 12 months? If you have done it, you need to say yes. If not, say no. Okay, if you have done the exam required by IRCC and done it through IRCC authorized panel physician in the past 12 months, then you say yes, and then you need to provide the document for your application. So have you lived in a designated country or territory for more than 6 months in the last year? So I will say no here because mostly our students, you will stay here and study in Canada for more than 6 months in the past year. But if in the past year you stayed outside of Canada for 6 months, it depends on which country you are from. So if you're from a designated country, then you need to say yes. And if you click question mark, it will lead you to the website, the web page of the list of the designated countries. But if in the past year you stayed in Canada and studied here for more than 6 months, then the answer to this question will be no. Now click next. Find out like, do you want to work you want to work in one of the following jobs? So if you plan to work in any of those job areas, you need to say yes to this question, and you may be required to do a medical exam for this. So I will say no here today, and I don't want to work in any of those job areas, and then say no. And do you want to submit an application for a family member? I will say no. Okay. I do the application for myself. And are you giving someone access to your application? I'm doing the application on my own. So this question is usually no. And And in the past 10 years, have you done biometrics for an application to come to Canada? So I will say no for now, just give you an example. But if in the past 10 years you have done biometrics, then you should say yes, right? And if you are not sure if you have done it or not, or if you're not sure if your biometrics still valid, then there is a check tool on IRCC website, and you can double check if you have it or not. And there are fees associated. Okay, can you pay? Yes, I will be paying my application fees. And then are you able to make a digital copy of your document with a scanner or camera? Yes, I can. You need to say yes, and you need to have it because this is online application. You will need to scan some documents. Will you be paying your application fee online? Yes, this application is done online. You need to pay online. Okay, so after you answer all the questions, you will have this page, and then you can review all your answers. I will advise you to review all of the questions and answers just to make sure everything is correct. And if you find any question, the answer is not right, then there is the icon here, like a little pencil, and then you can click it and you can change the answer to the question. Okay, I will click continue for now. And then you can see all the steps of your application and then click continue. Okay, then so here are all the documents. You can see that you are mandatory and you need to submit. So the first one is the application form, and some students are confused by the name of it because when they see made outside of Canada, they will think, oh, I'm in Canada now, why I have this form? Maybe I get a wrong form. This form is correct, IMM 5257. They say the application for visitor visa made outside of Canada because the visa's function is to authorize you to enter into Canada. So that's why it is called the visitor visa made outside of Canada. Okay, so for this form, you click it, and you will find that it doesn't show anything here. So that is really normal. This form, you need to download here. There's a button here to download this form. So you need to click download and then download it to your computer and then close this website. Go to the place on your computer where you download it to open it. Okay, make sure you have the Adobe to open the PDF. Okay, so now let's go to the supporting documents. For all the supporting documents are required. Let's see one by one. Transcript, you can download it from your Beartrix. You can order it from your Beartrix as well. And once you get your transcript, you need to scan and then upload it here. So make sure that you scan the documents to one PDF. Each part you can item here, you can only upload one PDF document. So for the proof of next term's enrollment, this document you can also download from your Beartrix. It is in your Beartrix under My Academics, under Verification Documents. And if you are a graduate student, you can contact FGSR to request an enrollment letter from them. If your study permit extension is done really close to the time you do this application, and then maybe you may also be able to use the same document for your study permit extension, depending on how long it was how long ago it was when you did that application. You can double check with us for those documents. And then you need to scan your study permit. This application is based on your study permit. So you scan your new current study permit and then upload it here. Okay, and for your passport, you need to scan your first page, which is your photo page, information page, and also all the other pages if they have any visas and any stamps. Okay, and then make sure you scan your passport also into one PDF document and then upload it here. So for your proof of means of financial support, usually you need to provide your latest 4-month bank statements for your Canadian bank accounts, and usually your saving and checking account, to prove that you have a good balance, good amount of money to support you until you finish your study and you're living and studying here. And if your balance is under like lower than 10,000 Canadian dollars, we usually advise you to provide a letter of financial support that your parents can sign, or your sponsors can sign, to prove that they are going to support you financially until you finish your program. And if you are a graduate student, you can also combine the documents with your funding letter from your department and your pay stub that you can also download from your Bear Checks. For your digital photo, okay, so you can use the digital photo that you used for your study permit extension if it's also pretty recent. So basically, here are all the required documents here: application form and a supporting document. So for the application form, you can check the link on our website as well for the tip sheet on how to fill in that form. And for the optional documents, if you don't have anything special you need to explain or any special situation, you don't need to worry about optional documents. They are not required. Okay, and then you can see the application fee for TRV is $100 and the biometrics fee is $85. For now, due to COVID, biometrics, the application for in Canada temporary resident visa online, the biometrics is exempt. But you still need to pay this $85 and you will still receive the biometrics collection letter. But you can expect to get this $85 refunded back to the card you used to pay after your application is finished. So after you upload all the documents to like application form and also supporting documents, you will see a button here, next. And then you click next, continue to pay for your application, and then submit your application. Okay, so today that's it for the TRV application, and thank you for listening. If you have any questions or would like us to review your application, please feel free to contact us about it. Thank you.